Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful idea, and we'll do it through one person's story. It's all about what happens when you decide to take just one tiny step outside your comfort zone.
So, let me ask you something right off the bat. Is your comfort zone holding you back? I mean, we all have one, right? That place where everything feels safe and, well, predictable. But what if that safety is actually a wall? We're going to see how that plays out through the story of a woman named Sophie, and I have a feeling her journey is something a lot of us can relate to.
Okay, first up, let's talk about the problem with being too comfortable. And to do that, we need to meet Sophie and get a feel for her world.
So, Sophie's world? It was super cozy and predictable, and that was totally by design. You know, she'd escape into her books and movies, and she built this safe, comfortable little bubble for herself. The thing is, that comfort came with a pretty big price tag. It was also really, really isolating.
And this is where you can really see the disconnect, right? Her entire comfort zone was built around things you do alone, reading books, watching movies, but then bam, the real world comes knocking and it's demanding a totally different set of skills. Things like networking, acing job interviews, making professional connections. Suddenly there's this massive gap between the life she'd built and the one she actually wanted.
And that right there, that was the tipping point, the catalyst. Once she graduated and started looking for a job, it became painfully obvious that her shyness wasn't just, a cute little personality quirk. Nope, it was a serious professional roadblock. It was literally stopping her from getting the opportunities she deserved. So she knew something had to change. She decided to do something about it. And that brings us to her very first step. And you'll see how just one small change can kick off this huge, massive ripple effect.
Now, her strategy was actually brilliant because it was so simple. She didn't try to become a different person overnight. Instead, she just broke it down. Step 1, just admit there's a problem. Step 2, and this is so important, start small. Pick a challenge you can actually handle. And step 3, choose a place where the stakes are low, a low-pressure environment to try it out. See, it's this really smart, non-scary approach that honestly, anyone could use.
So, what was that first small challenge she picked? A book club. I mean, it was perfect, right? It connects directly to something she already loved, books, and it was in a place she knew, the local library. But you know what? Even that small step felt huge to her. She was apparently super nervous just walking through the door. But the reality was nothing like what she'd imagined. Turns out, everyone was just friendly. They were welcoming. Before she knew it, she was actually jumping into the discussion, even recommending books to people. You know that feeling when something you were so scared of just melts away? That relief is an incredibly powerful motivator. And that first win, that one good experience, created some serious momentum. This is the part of the story where Sophie really starts to build what you could call her social muscle. She took that one little success and used it as fuel to go after much bigger goals. You can almost see it like she's climbing a ladder, step by step. It all kicked off with that tough job search. That pushed her to the book club, which was her first real win. With that confidence boost, she was ready for a bigger challenge, a networking event. And then, for the final boss level you could say, she aimed for total mastery by joining a public speaking club. And wow, in a professional setting, the change was just night and day. Think about it. At this networking event, she wasn't the person hiding in the corner by the snack table. No way. She was out there, introducing herself to people, striking up conversations, even exchanging business cards. These were real, tangible, confident moves. Which brings us to the ultimate step up in her training, the Public Speaking Club. I mean, this is a place literally designed to help people build confidence and get better at communicating. For someone who started out just wanting to be alone with her books, this was a massive leap. It was a real sign that she was all in on mastering this new side of herself. So, after all that hard work, what was the payoff? Well, it wasn't just a temporary fix. It was a lifelong reward, a complete transformation that honestly touched every single part of her life. And look, the benefits here were so much bigger than just landing a job. The real rewards were things like new friends, discovering new interests, and yeah, finally getting those professional opportunities she wanted. But underneath all of that, the real foundation was this deep, new confidence she had in pretty much any social situation. So, the crucial point here is this. What Sophie gained wasn't just a quick fix for her job search. Her newfound ability to really communicate and connect with people, that became an incredibly valuable lifelong asset, something that would help her in every single part of her life, forever. When you think about it, Sophie's journey took her from this quiet, predictable little world to a life that's just full of connection and opportunity. And it all started with one single decision to try. So I'll leave you with this question. What's one small step, just one, that you can take today to step outside of your own comfort zone?